my name is Zach Hansen. We run a coaching agency called Effortless Scale, where we help coaches and course creators launch and scale micro offers so they can sell while they sleep while sending those buyers into premium clients. And in this video, I wanted to answer a common question I hear, which is, what should I make my product about, right? And when you get really in the weeds of your own head, a lot of people can get extremely overwhelmed, which is why they like to work with me, because then we can hash it out together and they'll say, that's a really good idea, let's run with it. But if you're doing this on your own, that's cool too. And I want to give you kind of what I'm doing right now to launch our own Sell While You Sleep offer. And it really comes down to actually forgetting a lot of the core things. And a lot of people, they get in this mindset of like, oh, I need to focus on the offer and all this stuff, which, yeah, all that's important, right? But the one thing I say that every single person needs to nail before they actually move on to talking about offers or pricing or anything like that is your one sentence promise. Okay, so what is your one sentence promise? Your one sentence promise in my mind is essentially your headline. But what I have done is, after analyzing like hundreds of different low ticket and micro offers and challenge funnels, like paid challenge funnels and, you know, paid courses, all these different things, pretty much every single funnel that was successfully scaling with paid traffic had a promise in the headline. So it was either like slashing your workday in half and getting this output, or it was, you know, being able to get this result, right? And so what I've kind of distilled this down to is the first step of our process is to help people nail what we call the one sentence promise. And the one sentence promise is basically a very simple version of your headline, except it's built in a way that is able to act as your North Star for the entire campaign. Because this is basically what you're doing. So let's just say you're doing something in weight loss, okay? And so you're saying, my one sentence promise is lose 10 pounds in the next 3 weeks without dieting, right? That is the sum of your one sentence promise. And then what you want to do is the rest of the entire sales letter in your campaign is just proving that you can deliver on that promise. And if you can actually successfully prove to a stranger that you can then deliver on that promise, they will buy. Because if they keep reading and they're like, I want to solve that problem and I want that promise, and if they keep reading and they see the bonuses, how the bonuses can help them achieve that promise, and everything is congruently working towards that North Star, which is achieving that promise, then they will buy. And so this is the one thing I always work with. Now, where does this come up with? And I normally say a very, very easy idea to come up with your one sentence promise is to simply just sit down, set a timer for 5 minutes. And if you have 1,000,001 things, you know, you could talk about, that's amazing, right? But sit down for 5 minutes, think about your ideal clients, the common questions they ask the most, and write out like just as many promises as you can think of in the speed of sound. So just meaning write for 5 minutes until that timer goes off. And then once that timer goes off, you're gonna probably have about 95 to 99% of those are gonna suck. But there's gonna be one or two that are gonna stand out and be really good. And then you're going to have your North Star, which then you're gonna build everything else around. So regardless of the format, it doesn't matter whether you wanted to do a paid challenge or a workshop or a mini course or, you know, some templates or a book. It really doesn't matter, because as long as you have that core promise, you know, the outcome is the same. Like, or the mechanism that you use to deliver it can be different, right? But nailing that core promise is the most important part. So whenever I work with clients, that's kind of the first thing I always work on. And it's really, really important, because if you can get this right, you have a guiding North Star that will just help you for the entire campaign. So if you like this video, I'm going to keep doing more short videos like this. Please subscribe and like and leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about the video and what your one sentence promise is if you're trying to launch and scale a micro offer. And for that, I'll see you in the next video.